Hey guys, Rascal here, and today I'm going to review one of my all-time favorite movies ever, the Lego Movie, which was released in 2014. Now, we actually did talk about the first movie on Paws Animation. I definitely recommend you going in there if you want to hear both me and Mama Entertainments talk about that together. And I kind of just wanted to revisit again because a little recently I had seen the sequel, the Lego Movie 2. And it did not go anywhere as further as the first movie. The first one was amazing and spectacular, and it was just full of creativity and passion. The second one, which probably save for either or another review on this channel or for a Paws Animation podcast, second one was missing the magic. It tried to be a little more real with Legos, which didn't make a lot of sense, which is probably why people don't tend to talk about the sequel, even though you would have loved to see one. It didn't have that same passion and creativity as the first one. Now, just to be clear, I am going to talk about only the first movie here. I have seen both now, but I'm choosing to talk about the first one. And the second one, if this is really popping, you really want to hear my thoughts on the second one in more detail, you can tell me in the comments, or you want me to talk about Mama Entertainments on our podcast so we can really let loose on it. So just let me know in the comments. Now, for Lego Movie itself, again, I love it. I love this movie so much. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I think it's probably my third favorite animated movie ever made. And I'll tell you a little bit of synopsis in case you didn't see in the description. The movie is about a little Lego named Emmett Brakowski. He's supposed to be a little construction worker. He's supposed to be a very normal, average Lego. And you can tell from the poster and the description, he's supposed to be this ordinary guy that's destined to save the world from something, or protect the world from devastation. And here he meets Wild Style, who's telling him that he's chosen to it prophesies to get this piece of resistance that was supposed to save the world from President Business, who wants to glue everything into place and everything stay where it is. So it's Emmett's destiny to save the world. And it's really funny. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of the standard average guy is chosen to save the world type thing, but it's done so well here. It feels like a whole new thing. It doesn't even feel like this is some run-of-the-mill story that you've seen a million times over. All the characters are likable. They're hilarious. All the voice actors, like Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks. Sorry, I almost mentioned her character name again. Morgan Freeman, Liam Neeson, Charlie Day, Nick Offerman, Will Ferrell. They had some really high class actors working on this movie, and they definitely did not waste their talents. Chris Pratt is the best at Emmett, and he's really great at convincing you that Emmett is just this naive and wholesome little character. And it's just so much fun to see him voicing this character, because you can never get enough of Emmett. He's just that endearing the entire time you watch the movie. The movie itself, of course, is CGI, but they really animated to make it look like it's a stop-motion Lego movie. They even added little details like fingerprints and scratches and stuff to make it look like they're little Lego pieces that actually came to life. And the movie's been out a few years now, so I don't really think this is a spoiler, but just in case, I won't reveal what they have towards the end of the film. But it got a great message about teamwork and working together. Everyone is special, and it's such a feel-good movie the whole time. And the movie is supposed to be like a corporate song with "everything is awesome." It's supposed to be annoying and irritating. It's just like a corporate song that they use to control people. But when you listen to the lyrics, it's just so much fun. Like, how is this a bad song again? And it's just really fun. It's a really fun, spectacular movie. It had so much heart and passion into it. The people behind it really did love Legos. And it's great that came through with this one. Now, I will say that it does come through in the second one, but I think the second one tried too hard to be more mainstream with his messages rather than just telling a creative and wonderful story. Because with how the first movie ends is like you're ready for an epic grand second adventure, which they do, but it doesn't go the way you expected, and they kind of have some mixed messages in there for the sequel, which, again, I'll get to either in a podcast for Paws or for another review on here if you recommend it. And the movie's like not even that long. It's relatively short, but when you watch it, you don't want it feels longer. Not because it's boring, because it's so exciting, and you just don't want to stop watching. You just wish part of it wishes you could just watch it for hours because you could just see these characters interact and talk all day, every day. It's just wonderful. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen, and I definitely need to recommend it to anybody who loves Legos and animation, or a Chris Pratt fan, or fans of Morgan Freeman, Elizabeth Banks, or other people who are involved in this film. It was definitely one of their best ideas ever. Now, I have not seen the Lego Ninjago movie. I've only seen the Lego Batman movie, which we've covered on Paws, and the Lego movie 1 and 2. And of course, a lot of these Lego spin-offs they have from Marvel and DC and so forth. I've seen a majority of those, and they're actually not bad, depending on which one you watch. I think the DC ones are more entertaining than the Marvel ones, but that's just me. And it really kicks off the appeal of Legos as a whole, because now, I mean, Legos were popular to begin with, but now it's now a medium for a lot of people because of how well done this movie is. And I'm really glad that the Lego movie is considered one of the best movies ever made for so many people. And I do wish that it had been nominated for an Oscar at the time it came out. It's, for some reason, got snubbed. Because I do remember people were thinking this was going to be some corporate commercial. It was just going to be, oh, here's some Legos and this, that, and the other. It's just Legos, and they didn't really tell a story. That was the Playmobil movie that did that. Yes, I've seen that. But they didn't do that with Legos. They put all the creativity they had into it, and it was one of the best movies ever made. And we're actually not happy that it didn't get an Oscar, because that was definitely an Oscar-worthy movie. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done fangirling over this movie now. I just absolutely love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I want you guys to tell me what you thought of the movie, if you've seen it. If you have, let me know. Did you really love it as much as I did? Or did you think it was okay? Or did you not care for it all because of some other reason? You could also tell me why you didn't like it, just in case it wasn't your type of movie, or wasn't your type of story or something, which is also fine. And you can even tell me a little bit about Legos yourself. Like, if you played with Legos when you were a kid, or you still use them now. Or if you ever stepped on one, it feels like every part of your foot's going to fall off. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll definitely see you guys next time for another review. Later.